All right, family, this is your girl, Empress Goddess. Welcome to Empress Goddess Presents. And I'm your host, the Georgia Peach, Empress Goddess herself. And this is everything you need to know about what? Capricorn. Capricorners, because I'm the biggest Capri in the house, big Capri energy. Say what? Guess what? We right around the corner, Capricorns. Right around the corner. We in Scorpio season now. Sagittarius, and then what? We gonna kick Sagittarius on out the way, then we be pushing down the door because we the only sign that what begin and end every year, my loves. Ain't no corn like a Capricorn. I say. Now let's get in there. Everything you need to know about a Capricorn. Because Capricorn better than popcorn. Believe that. We the best thing popping, baby.
Signs. It is also considered one of
Hold
the
on a
cardinal
second.
signs and is a negative earth sign. The real
This is Audible.
Now let me give you a little background on the audio book. This is the ultimate guide to what an amazing zodiac sign in astrology. The gorgeous goat, Capricorn. That's what we are. We are the greatest of all time, baby. Big Capricorn energy here. Discover the secrets of the Capricorn zodiac sign and harness your full potential. Does the world of astrology, especially the zodiac, fascinate you? Do you ever wonder about your purpose in life? Do you believe you are part of a bigger picture, but you aren't sure how? If you answer yes to these questions, then this is the perfect audio book for you. No two individuals are truly alike, but all people born under the same zodiac sign share certain similarities. Your zodiac sign can provide great insight into your day-to-day living and all the talents and qualities you possess. Because we live in an unpredictable world, making sense of it becomes tricky occasionally. By diving into the world of astrology, you can seek answers to questions about yourself and life in general. From your attitude towards life to your goals, dreams, and aspirations, to all the choices you make about them, astrology plays an important role. This audio book is the ideal guide for anyone who wants to learn about the zodiac sign Capricorn. With the information in this audio book, you can harness your inner strength and power to reach your goals. In this audio book, you will learn about the symbols, the elements, the houses, the planetary rulership, and myths associated with Capricorn, because we are the mystical goat, my love. We can swim to the deepest of the deep blue sea and climb to the highest of the highest mountain. That's Capricorn, baby. Believe that. Everything you need to know about the Capricorn Aquarius, the Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, how to care for the Capricorn child in your life, the secrets of Capricorn in love, the ideal career choices for a Capricorn, everything that a Capricorn needs in life, and much more. So if you're interested in discovering the secret purposes of your life, then the first step is to grab your copy of this audiobook. This is everything you need to know about Capricorn, an amazing zodiac sign by Marie Silva. Now let's get in there, my loves.
Capricorn, the ultimate guide to an amazing zodiac sign in astrology. Written by Mari Silva, narrated by Ivan Bazinius. Introduction. The stars and planets have always played a significant role in our lives, and this has been true since the beginning of time. Each of us is born with our own destiny, with no exceptions. Even though we are each just a small part of the universe, we have our own cosmic significance. In ancient times, there were a lot of stories or myths created around such things. They gave the stars and the planets a lot of importance. Stars and planets acted as a guide and divinity for people. While there are a lot of skeptics now, there are also many believers. There are also those who are curious and want to learn more. Whatever the reason may be, astrological and astronomical factors are an inescapable part of the world. When we are born, we have a certain blueprint created uniquely for us.
That's right.
It's a combination of genetics and characteristics related to the astrological time at which we were born. The extent and exact details can never be predicted, but the horoscope is something that people have looked to for centuries. We find a lot of information about our destinies and ourselves through our sun signs. One of the earliest mentions of the zodiac is found in Babylonian astrology. Their concept was further influenced later by Hellenistic culture. It is believed that the sun signs represent many characteristics of the people they are related to. This is why people have always been interested in learning about the zodiac. It helps them learn about themselves and the surrounding people. In this audiobook, we will focus specifically on one particular sign in the zodiac, Capricorn. You will learn about the traits unique to people belonging to the sign of the sea goat. This audiobook will reveal the secrets behind the mind and heart of a Capricorn at every stage in their lives. You will understand what their strengths and weaknesses are, along with what they seek in life. While each individual on Earth is unique in their own way, learning about their zodiac signs can help us learn about them. So whether or not you are a Capricorn, or if your friend, spouse, family, coworker, or child is one, this audiobook can be immensely useful as a guide to figuring out this sign. The ancient art of astrology has been regaining popularity over recent years. Learning about your zodiac sign and your horoscope can act as a reference point in your life. It'll give you guidance and more valuable insight. A broad range of topics has been covered, from Capricorn as a child and adult to Capricorn's compatibility with other signs in love or at work. Being in tune with your zodiac sign or learning about the Capricorn in your life will increase the potential of leading a happier life. As you listen to this audiobook, remember to keep an open mind. This will help you discover a lot about Capricorns as well as the other zodiac signs. Chapter 1. An Introduction to the Capricorn. Capricorn is the last Earth sign among the 12 zodiac signs. It is also considered one of the cardinal signs and is a negative Earth sign. The ruling planet on this house is Saturn, and the origin is from the horned goat constellation of Capricornus. You have probably seen it being represented by a goat figure when you check your horoscope or read about zodiacs anywhere. This symbol is a sea goat, a mythological creature with a tail of a fish and a goat's upper body. There is also a relation to Enki, who was the god of wisdom and water for Sumerians. In the mythology of Babylonians and Akkadians, it was later called Ea, and was considered the god of intelligence, magic, creation, and water. The equivalent of Capricorn in Hindu mythology is Makara, and the crocodile represents the sign. The date. If you are born between December 22nd and January 19th, you are a Capricorn. The symbol is the sea goat. Your element, the element is earth. Your polarity is negative. Your ruling house is the 10th house. Your quality is cardinal. Your tarot card is the devil. Your favorable colors are brown, khaki, black, and purple. Colors to avoid are yellow and red. Famous Capricorn celebrities are Michelle Obama, Kate Middleton, Liam Hemsworth, Dolly Parton, Diane Sawyer, Kit Harington, and Denzel Washington. Symbolism and myths associated with Capricorn. The mythology associated with the sea goat representing Capricorn can be traced back to the Bronze Age. For the Babylonians, Ea was a protective god of creation, water, and knowledge. The sea goat also has other associations in Greek mythology. It is linked to Amalthea, the goat that nursed Zeus when he escaped his father's wrath as a baby. Another tale depicts how the broken horn of Amalthea became cornucopia. The cornucopia was a horn filled with the earthly bounties. This zodiac sign is also linked to Precus, who was the father of sea goats. Precus tried to protect the sea goats by turning back time when they wandered onto dry land and lost their ability to think and speak, but he had to give his children up to the wild. Precus then made the constellation of Capricorn and gained an immortal home in heaven. Precus's tale is considered the reason why the melancholic and sad stereotype is associated with most Capricorns. The season. The season of Capricorn begins on December 21st in the Western Zodiac. This is when the winter solstice starts in the Northern Hemisphere. The light and heat from the sun are at their lowest during this time of the year. The length of the night is somewhat greater than that of the day. From the winter solstice, the days start a slow ascent towards the spring equinox as they lengthen. The spring equinox will represent the last and fourth season of the year. The activities of a winter mirror the affinity of a Capricorn for preparedness and resourcefulness. Conservation and hibernation take place for most creatures in this season. The mode. Capricorn is one of the cardinal signs in the zodiac. It holds the elemental energy of leadership and initiation. The beginning of winter marks the Capricorn season when energy and light levels are at their highest. The root of the strong cardinal authority of a Capricorn and their nature is the season's definitive quality. The element. The element associated with Capricorn is Earth. It is the most solid and heavy element. Ancient astrologers considered the Earth to be the densest form of all matter. This element represents everything that nature is built of and upon. Without it, there is nothing that could take material form. The affinity of a Capricorn to lead, administrate, and wield material power are all linked to the Earth element and its tangibility. Planetary rulership. Domicile of Saturn. According to classical astrology, Capricorn and Aquarius were both ruled by the planet Saturn. They considered Capricorn the nocturnal resident of this planet. This disciplined and ambitious Earth sign allows the expression and enactment of Saturn's most authoritative and stern functions. Being organizational, productive, and practical are all abilities thus granted to a Capricorn. If you are born with Saturn in Capricorn, these abilities will usually come naturally to you. Such folks tend to have an innate sense of responsibility and duty. They use it to bring order and structure to their world. Capricorns are born with a deep sense of awareness of any adversity around them. They also accept that they were built to weather the hard times they would encounter. The detriment of the moon. This zodiac is in polarity with Cancer, which is a cardinal water sign. Since the moon rules Cancer, people of this sign are emotionally nurturing, protective, and sensitive. They are comfortable being vulnerable and innately intuitive. This contrasts with Capricorn folks, who are a lot more serious. Capricorns have a stronger work ethic and want to achieve more, so others acknowledge them. The moon in Saturn compensates for this detriment. Someone born in this placement tends to have a protective barrier around them and their emotions. It takes a Capricorn a long time to open up to someone completely and to show vulnerability. There can be a Saturnian effect due to this placement and cause these natives to have bouts of depression or sadness. If they are wounded emotionally, they are prone to become cynical. Such experiences make it difficult for a Capricorn to trust people again. Folks with the moon in Capricorn take a long time to admit a need for emotional support. They always pride themselves on their self-reliance and independence instead. Exaltation of Mars. Mars is the planet of war, drive, and combat. It has a specially exalted place in the sign of Capricorn. Mars' power and propulsion will blend uniquely with the single-minded and steady work ethic of a Capricorn. This placement allows the creation of people good at martial arts and other sports. They also have strategic and tactical minds. Such people work towards their goals, helped by their strengths and endurance in an orderly manner. This placement helps to subdue the rash qualities of Mars and allows its energy to be stabilized so its natives can persevere and endure well. Fall of Jupiter. According to classical astrologers, Jupiter was exalted in Cancer, and there he expressed his knowledge, benevolence, and expansion in an auspicious way. But some say that Jupiter had his fall in Capricorn, which is the opposite sign. A detriment is more of an adaptive challenge compared to this, but it still causes discomfort to the planetary force. Capricorn is an earth sign that is cool and dry. The archetype is reserved and cautious, while Jupiter promotes optimism and faith. This is why the energy of Jupiter cannot flow freely. Instead, Natives develop cautious optimism where they find it difficult to believe that the universe is working in their favor or they have good fortune. But Jupiter's enthusiastic qualities may still shine through and allow these natives to survive the adversities that they face in real life. The house of rulership. The 10th house. The 12th letter alphabet is a modern astrology system. Here, every zodiac sign rules a certain house amongst the 12 in the birth chart. Psychological astrologers created this innovation to help match the related house topics to the sign affinities. The 10th house of career and public status was assigned to the Capricorn zodiac. This happened due to the ambitious and earthy pursuits of a Capricorn that align with the 10th house's concerns. Time and patience tend to rule Capricorn, which is why Saturn's analytical subsignature is invited to this house. 12th house. According to traditional astrology, Saturn is the planetary ruler of Capricorn. Some say that the 12th house is where Saturn finds its joy. The 12th house is one of confinement, isolation, and solitude in the birth chart. Classical astrologers also call this house the house of a bad spirit. This meant that the 12th house was connected to themes of anxiety and shadows, which can cause mental anguish. It is this relation to Saturn which is responsible for the biggest trials and tests that a person faces. It manifests as a feeling of being burdened with many concerns and responsibilities. This is why Saturn is better able to express itself in the 12th house. But this placement can be considered good despite its difficulties, because it is also linked to the theme of persevering until the defeat of all hurdles. Let's look at the characteristics of a Capricorn. The personality. The personality traits of people in this zodiac are derived from yin qualities that are receptive and feminine. This is why Capricorns are engaged with their inner awareness and oriented towards contemplation. Regardless of gender, a Capricorn will be disciplined, determined, and masterful. This is at the core of a Capricorn man or woman's personality. It displays their resourcefulness and resilience in the face of the cold season that they are born in. Capricorn is a cardinal zodiac sign, and thus has the qualities of a builder, a climber, and achiever. They can set lofty goals and achieve them by taking one step at a time. People born with this sign are reliable, consistent, and determined. You can also see them often deliver a lot more than they promised. Those with the sign of the sea goat take their reputation and honor a lot more seriously than many others. Chapter 2. Capricorn Cusp Profiles. While learning about a Capricorn's characteristics, you also need to consider those who come into the cusp category. A cusp is when a person's birthday falls right between two zodiac dates. You are considered as on a cusp if you are born within the 3 days before or after the transition from one zodiac to the other. For Capricorns, there are two such cusp profiles. One is the Capricorn Aquarius cusp, while the other is the Capricorn and Sagittarius cusp. The first is at the end of the Capricorn period, while the other is at the beginning of the Capricorn period. Such people tend to have characteristics from both of the houses they fall on the cusp of. This is why inner conflict is a real issue in their personalities. Such people have difficulty making decisions because their different traits are always clashing with each other. As you listen more about the two Capricorn cusp profiles, you will understand this better. The Capricorn Aquarius cusp. If you were born between January 17th and January 23rd, then you were born on the Capricorn Aquarius cusp. A person born in the Capricorn Aquarius cusp tends to possess polarized and contrasting energies, making them very unique individuals. You tend to be a hard-working idealist, and in the tarot world, you are considered an amalgamation of the cusp of mystery and imagination. If you look at the two signs separately, they differ greatly from each other. Yet, this combination allows these individuals to look at the world with an unconventional perspective in unparalleled ways. The ruling planet of Capricorn is Saturn, also known as a planet of lessons and limitations. This encourages Capricorns to have a very practical outlook on life and focus on their real-world responsibilities. The Aquarius's sign's ruling planet is Uranus, which pushes people to develop radical and unconventional thoughts and gives them the ability to open the minds of people around them. When these two stark personalities come together, it can create a powerfully brilliant, creative, and ambitious individual. Since the Capricorn-Aquarius cusp is a contrast of personalities and perspectives, which are the elements capable of influence, you can also create a complex contradiction as well. The Capricorn side, or the Earth side, is extremely grounded and determined, while the Aquarius side, the air side, has a strong affection for spontaneity and variety. This can be a challenge, considering that you have to feed both these halves of your personality. But if you can channel these energies in a healthy and productive fashion, you can grow and succeed no matter what life may throw your way. A person born on the cusp of imagination and mystery tends to have a lot of internal excitement. You may find your mind constantly churning out interesting thoughts and creative ideas, and you have a chance of experiencing more epiphanies and breakthrough moments than most people. But this contrast output of dreams and ambitions flowing through your psyche can make you seem uninterested and detached from most people and a lot of situations you might be in. A person born on the Capricorn-Aquarius cusp can stimulate conversations, making them look like a whiz while conversing with other people. You can see the world for what it really is, and you are drawn to discuss its problems and find ways to fix it. While this gives you the ability to have intriguing and fascinating conversations, it can be isolating and intimidating when it comes to connecting with your close ones, such as your family and friends. Your mind is teeming with wisdom and unconventional opinions about different issues pertaining to you and the world, but this might keep you from checking on your friends and family, and it can lead to estrangement and strain your personal relationships. Although it may be a very noble endeavor to think about the bigger picture, you should not forget to take a breather now and then and check on your loved ones and nurture your personal relationships. If you are born on the Capricorn-Aquarius cusp, you can be certain that your life will not be dull. While you are not grinding and working tirelessly on your creative ideas, as well as the social connections you are filling your life with excitement and purpose. As a unique individual, you can become a powerful leader and inspire meaningful changes if you will put effort into it. But be mindful that even the most profound ideas need the support of the surrounding people. Do not neglect to put effort into connecting with the people in your life and making them feel appreciated. The strengths: self-determination, creativity, wit, empathy, and idealistic thought processes are just a few of the many strengths that people on the Capricorn cusp possess. Being born on the Capricorn-Aquarius cusp, you are naturally blessed with a strong drive for success and creativity while formulating your thoughts. Although these contrasting character traits might clash, these differences allow you to envision meaningful and positive changes and have bigger ambitions and ideas. You can empathize with others and put yourself in their shoes, allowing you to look at the world from different perspectives. This makes you a great friend and a kind and generous soul if you take the time to have conversations and listen. The weaknesses? Well, they aren't at their best. Detachment, chaos, selfishness, critical thinking, and prejudice are the vices common with the Capricorn-Aquarius cusp. Because you have to be so involved with creativity and imagination to keep yourself motivated and busy, you may inadvertently close yourself off in your own world, and you may feel like you do not need the company of other people to add meaning to your life. You become more comfortable being alone with your own thoughts, and this can unintentionally leave your loved ones feeling unloved and unappreciated. This can become counterproductive and have a negative impact on your personal relationships, which is a shame because these people also happen to be some of your greatest supporters. Suppose you are born on the Capricorn-Aquarius cusp. In that case, you need to remember the importance of a strong support system and put effort into your personal relationships now and then, or they may become a hindrance and affect you in negative ways. Compatibility. If you are born on the Capricorn Aquarius cusp, freedom and self-sufficiency are extremely important to you. You tend to thrive on your own, and more than often, you may feel like commitment and codependent relationships are really not your cup of tea. But you also require the support and companionship that a lover has to offer. It may take time before you settle into the idea of having a partner, but once you do, you will find that a good companion helps to keep life fun and light. Fire signs tend to be more compatible with the Capricorn Aquarius cusps. They will be drawn to your creativity and your work ethic, and they readily offer their support and easily get behind your unconventional and radical ideas. Air signs such as Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini also make good companions for the Capricorn Aquarius cusp. They can keep up with you intellectually and understand your not-so-emotional personality better than the other signs. Some key takeaways? Develop the habit of self-assessing and reflecting on your emotions sometimes. Although it may be easy to get lost in your own head and keep yourself occupied, you also need to keep yourself grounded and keep one foot in the real world. You do not want to miss out on the small but meaningful conversations happening around you. Try to listen to others while they are talking to you, and keep your prejudices and preconceptions in check. Everyone cannot be as quick and creative as you are. If you maintain self-awareness and put in the effort, don't forget to enjoy your life and have fun. This will keep the sense of possibilities and imagination alive for you in the long run. The Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. People born between December the 18th and December 24th are a part of the Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. You will become a true visionary, and you have a capacity for tremendous success. The Sagittarius Capricorn cusp is also known as the cusp of prophecy, and your inherently strong willpower and determination will help you achieve anything that you set your mind to. Jupiter, as a planet of expansion, rules Sagittarius, while Saturn, as a planet of limits and lessons, rules Capricorn. This means that you have the best of both, since they are not so contrasting as compared to the Capricorn Aquarius cusp. This unique combination of sensibility and inspiration gives you the ability to not only be a great visionary, but also a practical realist who can inspire real changes. As a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, you are fueled with a strong passion characteristic of a fire sign, as a Sagittarius, as well as a strong willpower and determination of an earth sign, as a Capricorn. This helps you make your way through life with a fierce tenacity that most people lack. Your fire sign helps you stay positive and excited to face life, but that alone can die out quickly if not supplemented by the consistency and willpower of the earth element. Learning to balance these two elements of your personality can help you achieve a lot more than you might think. People born on the Sagittarius Capricorn cusp tend to be loyal, caring, and socially active. People who love and admire them and have a genuine interest in the things they have to say constantly surround them. Being reasonable and enlightened as you might be, people will constantly turn to you for advice and support, and you will find yourself providing guidance to the people that are a part of your life. Just remember to be empathetic and gentler to the people who come to you looking for that advice. You can be a powerful leader and teacher to those who need it, as long as you are patient and don't get aggressive with people. After all, not everyone learns at the same pace. The concoction that is the Sagittarius Capricorn cusp can create brave and hardworking individuals who are ready to grind and put in the work that success demands. You will be a motivated individual who is eager to climb the hierarchy and create your own meaningful space in society. But this strong drive and focus can create a rift between you and the people around you if you let it go unchecked. Your uncompromising attitude and independent personality have the potential to change the world, but it might also leave you feeling a little lonely now and then. Being born on the cusp of prophecy, you will have all the potential right at your disposal. While you should be grateful and humble for this natural energy and determination that is within you, you need to channel it and let it out through positive outlets. You have the potential to make a genuine difference for others as long as you have a definitive plan. If you can be empathetic towards others and have a fun journey to the top, you will become the great teacher and leader that you were destined to be. Your strengths? By those born on the Sagittarius Capricorn cusp are responsible individuals with a strong drive for success. You also have the ability to be outgoing and friendly towards other people because of your fair and humorous nature. Your strong desire to expand your knowledge allows you to experience and learn from everything that life has to offer. When this is coupled with your fiery drive and your undying determination, it can give you the ability to create a positive impact in your life, as well as on those who are a part of your circle. You can delve deep into complex ideas while also being organized enough to pave your way slowly and steadily towards success. Strategic problem solving is your strong suit, and if you can consistently keep your positive attitude, you can become a powerful leader. The weaknesses? When a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp is not at their best, they become moody and closed off. They can be intense with their interactions, and when things go badly, they can become selfish and impatient. People can interpret that in a negative way and make you seem like an isolated individual. With all the hard work and passion that you put into your work, you might have no time for the people who are a part of your life. Although you are extremely helpful and loyal to the people in your circle, you might lack the emotional balance that a true friendship or companionship really needs. Compatibility? Well, being a part of the Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, or the cusp of prophecy, means that you have strong leadership qualities, often teaching others and being occupied with your talents and the things that interest you. To be able to develop a strong romantic relationship, you should seek someone who is a good listener and is willing to learn from you and understand you as a person. Fire signs will encourage your hard work and drive, encouraging you to become better and more capable. Earth signs will also help you keep a foot in the real world and appreciate your reliability. Some key takeaways? Isolation can happen inadvertently, so try not to cut off the people in your life, even though that may seem very tempting in certain scenarios. Professionally, you are a capable worker who can come up with brilliant ideas that can help you become highly successful in your workplace. Small talk is not something that you will be very fond of, and you need fun and philosophical conversations to inspire you to live up to your potential. Focus on your friendships and personal relationships, and you will feel extremely satisfied with all the aspects of your life. Chapter 3. Capricorn Strengths and Weaknesses. In this section, we'll delve into the Capricorn's key traits, both positive and challenging. If you have a Capricorn in your inner circle, you may notice that they tend to do things that you definitely like or dislike. And if you are a Capricorn yourself, you may relate to the things mentioned here. For instance, the Capricorn has no trouble approaching strangers at parties and is comfortable chatting away to the staff at a store. They'll say yes when you propose to go out and don't have that "I just want to stay home" default other signs have. Now, let us look at the positive as well as the negative traits of the Capricorn personality. Strengths of Capricorn. They're hardworking. This is one of the most positive traits of a Capricorn personality. They are more diligent and serious than any other sign in the zodiac. People from this sign persistently work at any task they take up. If they are given homework at school, they make sure to get it done properly. If they have a test coming up, they work hard so they can get the best score possible. If they are given a project at work, they spend a lot of time ensuring it is carried out efficiently. That a Capricorn never gives up is one of the most admirable things about them. Even if they are not naturally talented at something, their persistence gives them a chance to do well at it. Their can-do attitude is enough for them to succeed in life. Capricorn individuals are always willing to learn something new if they think that it'll bring them closer to their goals. This is why it is important not to underestimate the tenacity that Capricorns have. They're ambitious. People from this zodiac sign tend to have very lofty goals and are ambitious in life. They set goals they make sure they can achieve. They know that hard work and persistent effort will get them where they need to be. This sign is always driven to improve. They want to do better than they did yesterday, and they want to do better than those around them. This competitive ambitiousness keeps them going on the toughest days. Even if they have to put in a lot of long and exhausting hours, they will do so to get what they want. They expect material rewards for their hard work, and this could be in the form of anything from money to fame. A Capricorn is one of the best partners to have with you on a school or work project. They're responsible. A Capricorn is also a very responsible person. They tend to be a lot more mature than other signs of the same age. They approach things in a disciplined and pragmatic way. Capricorns like staying organized and tend to follow the rules. They like taking the straight path even while working endlessly towards their goals. If a Capricorn makes a mistake, they are quick to learn from it and own up to it as well. They accept their mistakes and thus surpass these hurdles quicker than most. They are also very reliable for remembering important details like passwords. They're honest. Capricorn individuals don't see the need to lie. It is rare to see them being dishonest about anything. If they ever do lie, they will own up to it just as quickly. This positive trait in a Capricorn is one reason their relationships are stronger. They make it easy for their spouse or friends to trust them, and they make sure to keep their trust. This is not a sign that will cheat or lie to you. And they're calm. It is great to have a Capricorn on your side during an argument. They always keep their cool and are good at handling pressure. Their calm and analytical nature makes it difficult for someone to win an argument with them. They can always counter fiercely with facts that no opponent can deny. They are good at protecting themselves as well as those around them.
All right, Cappies. I had in the last live, I dropped the link for this Astro link. This is an app here, but you can get to like your birth chart and everything. Now, see, you put all your information in, it'll give you a summary of your birth chart and all. See? See right here, you got it's like it give you like a daily horoscope and everything. It's like a guy here got a summary of my birth chart. It's a Capricorn sun. Then they got the degrees and everything in there. My rising, Leo, fire. Moon, Taurus, exalted. Aquarius, Mercury, exalted. Venus, Sagittarius, fire. Mars, Gemini, air. Aries, Jupiter, fire. Leo, Saturn, fire. Scorpio, Uranus, water. Neptune, Sagittarius, fire. North Node, Scorpio, water. Chiron, Aries, fire. Lilith, Aries, fire. Midheaven, fire, Aries. And it says right here, my personalized horoscope, you get to see your daily influences and learn how the stars interact with your birth chart. It says, for me today, beware of inflexibility. Problems may arise if you are too vocal about making others see. Got to read more. That's okay. Beware of inflexibility. Mercury is at 21 degrees of Libra, passing through my fourth house. It squares my sun at 21 degrees of Capricorn. So problems may arise if you are too vocal about making others see things through your eyes only. This is a time when you may not be very receptive to listening to other viewpoints, tending to defend only your own. Now, this is for me now. I dropped that link last time. This is Astro Link. Okay? Your certainties may be shaken during this influence. So it's good to be open to new ideas and be more flexible. It is a period that attracts very sincere and stimulating discussions, although your position and viewpoint may be more easily challenged and questioned. Even if your ideas are correct and accurate, you're actually more likely to be defensive. Be more careful with what you say, and don't let work create more stress than you can handle. Disputes can be avoided by listening more and talking less. I say. Personal versus professional life. Then it goes back until, Mercury is 21 degrees of Libra, passing through the fourth house, opposition to my midheaven. Says my concentration may be more focused on household activities, such as organizing my home, entertaining guests, attending meetings. There may also be a heightened sense of nostalgia, such as a longing for loved ones and past situations. Avoid just reliving disappointments. The ideal thing is to take some time off work, but if you don't, be careful not to get too distracted and slip up. For those who can, an alternative is to work from home in this period, as you will likely be more productive. Okay? Now, it says restlessness, difficulties, and delays. Venus is 1 degree of Scorpio, passing through my fourth house. It squares Saturn, birth 0 degrees of Leo. A period of some tension with difficulties and delays in commitments or relationships in general. This influence can bring about internal conflicts, as there is a kind of power struggle between the energies involved. One may like one thing but end up choosing another. For example, they may want to wear a daring outfit, eat a different dish, whatever, but end up choosing something that is more surefire, like a more well-behaved and utilitarian outfit, a dish they already know. In short, instead of daring a little, it can also be the opposite. And this goes for several areas of life, including professional and financial. The person tends to do less risky business, to choose a job that they do not like as much, but that is stable, etc. What's up, love? See, I've dropped that link in that last chat for this Astro link. This is an app you can download. You put all your information in, and every day it gives you I show it to you when I finish reading this. It shows you where you can every day you get your daily horoscope. It shows all your planetary positions. You can get your birth charts and all that. You can everything just like you can go like when you go to Astro Cafe. This does the same thing, except this is an app that you can download to your phone. I like this pretty good. I just downloaded it yesterday. And you can pay like $17.99 for 3 months. That's what I did. Okay, let's see where we're at here. It gives you all your planets, your planetary positions, and your aspects and all that. Now, where was I at here? Venus can bring some challenges and indicate that it is time to make decisions to define directions in life, solving outstanding issues. The relationship, for example, may be in a troubled moment, waiting for a definition. It is a good time to analyze yourself and your relationships. You should only beware of excessive criticism, as you can become very demanding with those around you and with yourself. Self-esteem is another point of attention, as there is the possibility of not feeling so attractive. In this case, the period also brings an invitation to change your look to feel better. Venus incites secrets, sometimes forbidden love. On the other hand, this aspect can also indicate effective problems such as separations, disagreements, misunderstandings. As the tension is high, it is advisable to be extra careful with what you say and how you say it, so as not to appear to be a rude person. And you know, people always take us Capricorns the wrong way because we say what's on our mind. We give it to them straight from the motherfucking shoulder. Avoid getting into conflicts. My sun at 0 degrees of Scorpio, passing through my fourth house, squares with my rising birth of Leo, which is my rising sign. This period has some challenges in store, and you need to be careful not to get involved in disputes or conflicts with those who only seem to be challenging your decisions. Try to control your impulses better and look for a peaceful way to overcome obstacles. Differences with family members may also come to the surface, especially if you or a family member acts more I can't get it out, authoritatively in return. While some difficulties may arise in this short period, it's only up to you to turn this challenge into something positive. Try to identify if it's bothering you at the moment and seek a solution, but without acting too impulsively. Extravagance also needs to be kept in check, especially when dealing with money. Hold tight a minute. Well, that's your opinion, Bobby B, but I do. If you don't believe in charts, then why you always talk about your Capricorn? If you didn't believe in charts, then you wouldn't be following your zodiac sign. Between desires and duties. My sun is 0 degrees of Scorpio, passing through my fourth house, squares my Saturn birth Leo. Cause see, I'm a Leo rising in Saturn. A certain lack of self-esteem, willingness, or a tendency to complain may come up. Be alert to conflicts of interest between your desires and your duties, between what you want and what really has to be done at the moment. The key is to find a balance and not let the difficulty of acting overtake the situation. Many problems can be avoided if you think about others a little before making your decisions. If you have the urge to be colder or grumpier, try to channel the feeling of and use it to your advantage. Isolating yourself and keeping your focus on some action or work that requires concentration. At any rate, this is a passing influence. Do what has to be done, fulfill obligations, and chill. Acting with a more focus and solidity. Acting with more focus and solidity. Saturn is at 18 degrees of Aquarius, passing through my seventh house and trine to my Mars birth of Gemini, because I'm Gemini Mars. Extra energy to work towards your goals. Take the opportunity to focus on what really matters, as it would be easier to focus your efforts on certain goals without missing any details. See, I already have my birth chart already. Been headed. This is my birth chart right here. That's right. See, this is my birth chart right here. I've been here, man, already printed out. But this right here give you daily aspects and daily positions and everything that's going through daily, you know, because the planets continually move. Okay, here. Extra energy to work towards your goals. Take the opportunity to focus on what really matters, as it will be easier to focus your efforts on certain goals without missing any details. Once achieved, your accomplishments tend to be pretty solid and lasting. Patience is a virtue. That ain't never been a virtue for me. And you will have a little more of it available to get what you want at the moment. Cooperation is necessary. Jupiter Aries, that's passing through my ninth house, sextiles my moon birth of Taurus, because I'm a Taurus moon. You may be feeling kind, considerate, and cooperative in all personal relationships, particularly with your family. There is an emotionally heightened perspective on the past with pleasant and fun memories that add to the present. Business activities relating to food, domestic products, or real estate services are favored. Relationships with women and the general public are very productive. Good opportunities to materialize my desires. See, because see, Jupiter deals with. That's why it's good to know your birth chart. Because see, I'm a Aries, Jupiter, midheaven, Chiron, and Lilith. And Jupiter is like the planet that rules like your wealth and stuff like that. See, Jupiter is 0 degrees of Aries, passing through my ninth house and trines my Saturn Leo birth. The transit brings good opportunities to change our lives and make our plans materialize and expand. However, in order to achieve this goal, it's necessary to act with moderation because success is only achieved through perseverance and planned action. In this period, it's common to get job offers that may transform the individual's life. Rebuilding this framework. Oh boy. Where we at here? Rebuilding its framework or changing it for the better. It's also a favorable time for any long-term training course, academic training, postgraduate specialization, and courses within the outside your home country. A guru or spiritual teacher may come along and make you reassess the basis on which you have organized your life. Changing the focus. It's a good time for studies and doctrines such as Buddhism, philosophy, theology, and others. A moment of opening, of self knowledge, and of building solid foundations. Be mindful of business dealings. The moment is favorable. Matters related to law, politics, education, and travel are equally favored. Regarding your health, it's an ideal time to give up harmful habits, tobacco, alcohol, poor diet, as this influence makes us have greater tendency to overcome temptations and get involved in re-education processes. Opportunities in sight. Saturn is at 18 degrees of Aquarius, passing through my seventh house. It sextiles Jupiter birth, 16 degrees of Aries. In addition to favoring personal growth, this moment can bring career and business opportunities. However, the recommendation is that you work hard to take advantage of these chances, because with this active influence, it becomes easier to make a good impression in your workplace and opening doors in the future. Some may suddenly appear right in front of you, while others need to be discovered. Use the extra energy of this period to help you achieve your goals, stimulating both your spiritual and mental sides. Remember that Saturn is about outcomes and changes, so you must carefully plan your path from here on out to be successful further down the road. Help for success. Saturn is 18 degrees of Aquarius, passing through my seventh house and is sextile to my midheaven. My midheaven is Aries. This is more energy. There is more energy and determination that guarantee greater chances of professional success. But it is necessary to seize the opportunity. However, be careful not to set your expectations too high. Keep your feet on the ground. You got to stay grounded and pursue realistic goals. We often do things to please or try to make other people proud. You rule the what? The universe, such as parents, family, and even friends, bosses, or society. However, We must seek within ourselves. That's right. Our true desires. For this, it is necessary to have a good dose of self-esteem and confidence to shake off any feelings of inferiority or guilt. We should not have to live up to the expectations and demands of others. Amen. Say that. Let me say that again. We should not have to live up to the expectations and demands of others, but rather pursue our personal growth and accomplishments. That's right. I love it. I love it. Now, see how it brings it, how it breaks it down with all your, right, with all your charts and everything, with all your the sun sign, your moon, and everything. All right. Now I'm gonna go here. Now my full chart. I can see. I get there. Put my full chart up. It says, "Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your birth chart. Here begins your astrological journey." Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all my name, and I ain't gonna give y'all my whole name. Y'all might try to start stalking me then if I give y'all my government. Capricorn of third decade, rising in Leo and moon in Taurus. I give you my first name, Deanna. Deanna, the information displayed on your birth chart is formulated assuming the place, date, and time of your birth are correct. Any difference in the reported data may change part of the interpretations, especially the positions of the houses and the rising sign. But I already know what it is because I got everything, all the information in there. It is also important to consider that all astrological influences and trends follow the dynamic of consciousness and free will, being subject to evolution according to their life experience. Now, my energy distribution. My energy distribution. Here you can see the balance between the different energies that are part of my birth chart. Well, checking which are the most influential on your personality. The 12 signs of the zodiac are associated with elements, qualities, and polarities. About the elements, fire is associated with the potential for enthusiasm, motivation, and creativity. Earth to practicality, stability, and the material side. Air symbolizes curiosity, logic, communication, and water, intuition, sensitivity, and the emotional side. So click on the link if I want to understand a little more about each group. Okay, I am 47% fire. I am 16% earth, 28% air, and 9% water. It says, what are they? So I can click on the link and tell you about the four elements. Okay. The first division of the 12 signs is given by the four elements being called triplicity, where we have a group of three signs sharing the same element. We all incorporate the four elements some way into our lives. We are standing on the earth, and from it we take part of our livelihood. The information around us appeals to our intellect, sound, and verb, invoking the AR element. Our actions are governed by the domain of fire, with its will, intuitive, and energy, while the emotions triggered by our experiences invoke the element of water, the most fluid. Okay? Human beings experience all the elements since their conception. When immersed in amniotic fluid, which is water, in the formation of the material body, earth, by turning on the key of heartbeats and electrical impulses, fire, and making their lungs count with the first oxygen in action and noise, air. To achieve balance, we need to understand and improve our personal characteristics, recognizing the influence of the four elements of our lives. Okay? Now, my qualities. I'm 26% cardinal. I'm 43% fixed. 31% mutable. What are they? The qualities are modified of the signs. Okay. Now, my energy polarization. What are they? 75% yang, 25% yin. Okay, the polarities divide the zodiac circle into two distinct groups of 6 signs each, which are characterized as masculine, active yang, outward directed, and feminine, passive yin, inward directed. The concept of polarity is broadly expressed in universal dichotomies, such as action and reaction. That's right, to every action there is a reaction. There are always what? Circumstances to everything you do. Believe that. Consequences to every circumstance. Now, in the movements of inspiration and expiration, and centrifugal and centripetal forces, etc., everything always constitutes two halves to be completed, like spirit and matter, subjective and objective, inferior, exterior, movement and rest. The extremes complete each other so that there is a balance between all things. A greater emphasis on the yang polarity suggests a greater outward direction. Looking outward, a greater emphasis on the yin polarity. On the other hand, suggests an inward direction, looking inward. So I'm 75% yang, which means outward, 25% yin. Basic characteristics. We all have different characteristics. Some can be considered virtues and benefits. Others, inadequacies, are things to be worked on. In an ideal scenario, we should always push our high vibration characteristics over our lower ones. Keeping these energies in balance can be a constant struggle, but our victory brings tangible rewards for you, for your fellowship with others. The characteristics below are the ones that are most likely to be present in your personality, but that doesn't mean that all of them actually can exist simultaneously. All right, harmonic potential. Lush, dedicated, serious, efficient, organized, perfectionist, visionary, creative, cautious, career oriented, traditional, romantic, careful, optimistic, rational, ambitious, expansive, aesthetic, demanding, focused, self confident, consistent, productive, calm, and stable, generous, observer, conventional, patient, tedious, statement, loyal, scrupulous, realist, prudent, economic, contained, responsible, housemaid, disciplined, charismatic, sexy, magnetic, domestic, persistent, worker, witty, and zealous. Disharmonic potential. Hard, materialistic, possessive, dramatic, emotionally inhibited, stubborn. Yeah, I'm that. Retaliatory, egocentric. Yeah, I can be that too. Spiteful. Oh, I definitely can be that. Purchasing, arrogant. I'm definitely did that too. Withdrawn, of course. I'm a hermit. Proud. Oh yeah. Convinced, controller, suspicious. I'm that as well. Apparently insensitive. I'm not insensitive, not so much. Domineering, sweet tooth. Yeah, yeah. Autocratic, narcissist, pretentious, frowning, and resentful. Well, I'm not a narcissist. Definitely not that. Signs on your birth chart. Deanna, although the sun sign is a very important element of your birth chart, many other placements are too. We are all a mix of all signs, which play a different role depending on where they are located on your chart. The chart below shows the order of the most relevant energies in my astrological experience according to the overall complexity of my chart. 19% Leo, 16% Sagittarius, 12% Aries, 12% Aquarius, 9% Gemini, 8% Libra, 8% Taurus, 6% Scorpio, 5% Capricorn, 3% Virgo, 3% Pisces, 1% Cancer. The position of the stars below, you will see the position of the stars on my chart. Each planet is aligned with a sign that carries a unique way of operating, thus generating cosmic interactions that can manifest in different ways. The placement of planets and signs can say a lot about our personality and behavioral tendencies. What I proved your point? Capricorn, sun sign, Leo rising. The sun is our basic essence. The position of the sun on your chart reveals who you really are, what our most basic essence is. It also shows our vitality, creative power, how we react when we are pressured, the causes we defend and fight for, and the way in which our ego operates. Okay? I have a sun vibrating in cardinal earth, cautious essence, ambition, seriousness, dedication, military essence, persistence, and discipline, ethical, responsibility, practicality, good reasoning ability, greater sense of purpose and purpose, loyal and constant friendship, tendency to be more serious and reserved, willingness to work hard towards defined goals, tends to need to work on self-esteem a little more, good management of objectives and resources. Capricorns have an affinity for topics such as authority, caution, and discipline. And this essence is what guides their decisions and objectives. They like to control things in keeping with the regulations and rules that society accepts and needs to comply with to progress. Even if they are concerned about legality and justice, Capricorns are often guilty of creating or applying rules that they themselves do not follow. That's true. To the latter, perhaps because they think they have certain perks or that they can fulfill their duties by being above all these things after all. That's Capricorn, baby. They tend to create them themselves. They are capable of desiring to walk their own path in a more autocratic way, regardless of others. Ambitious and almost obsessed with their goals, many adopt the philosophy that the end justifies the means and see the search only for pleasure and fun as a waste of time, as they usually feel that they are not here for a walk, that their work is very necessary. Throughout their lives, they manage to reach their goals little by little. The mountain goat is in fact an appropriate symbol for this sign, since the main objective of Capricorns is to climb up in life. You got that right. Cautiously and with their feet firmly on the ground to the top of any mountain they decide to climb. In addition, it is at the summit that they finally have a clear view of everything and can make broader decisions and make use of more resources, even things that perhaps others have difficulty seeing or do not have access to. They aspire to positions of power or government and admire others who achieve such positions through their own efforts. Capricorns tend to work hard to achieve their goals and have a high staying power on the journey, something that guarantees them more confidence and respect as time goes by. They are good at delegating tasks when in a managerial position only to those that trust. Mm. Intuitive and willingness to accept responsibilities are the keys to their success, as they tend to want to be admired and respected and are afraid of appearing weak or ineffective. Although they compete for what they want, they with apparent firmness. Incredible as it may seem, they may have a certain lack of self-esteem, which makes them highly defensive. However, since they view insecurity and fear as a weakness, they usually hide these feelings very well. As children, they have an unusual maturity. I was always told I was more mature for my age growing up. As children they have an unusual maturity. They seem to be in a hurry to participate in the adult world and often get along better with older people. Let me tell you something. I've always been drawn to older people. All my friends have always been older. I've always loved to hang around older people. Always. This is so true. I've always been told I was an old soul when I was a child because I was always more mature than people my age. They seem to be in a hurry to participate in the adult world and often get along better with older people than with children their own age. That's true. These are the kids that inspire others to make comments like, "You are so mature for your age." They go through any obstacle to achieve their ambitions, linked to the causes they believe in, or just to obtain any eventual redemption necessary throughout life. They tend to be conservative, res- respons- responsible, efficient, patient, practical, disciplined, serious, focused, with the potential to work hard, learn from their mistakes, and improve over time. On the negative side, they can be overly concerned, or authoritative, I can't see it, authoritative, retaliatory, suspicious, and very stubborn. They are happier in careers that require the skills of organization, control, and perseverance. Their calm exterior makes Capricorns look lonely. Many are extremely hard on themselves, get on their own cases too much, and tend to stick to an external standard of continually striving for success. Some build a wall around them to protect themselves from the evils of the world. They struggle for security by clinging to the duty and responsibility. So work is extremely important to them, and they tend to take it very seriously. Some Capricorns may have difficulty managing their self-confidence, and this can sometimes hinder or slow their progress. They like to plan all their movements, weighing all the pros and cons. That's right. I say that all the time. We strategic it, of any problem in advance, like real. I can't make it up. Like real strategists. I can't make it up. Goats. That's right. Who think about each step before moving their weight. They take life seriously and are reliable providers, especially in times of crisis. They are usually the type of person who stays calm and knows how to perceive when everyone else is desperate. That's right. When asked, they give safe and practical advice. They are not usually aggressive people and only express hostility when attacked. That's right. More as a form of defense, just like a goat's head butt. They can be very sensitive to hurts and feel alone at different times in life, as if no one understands them. They need people around them, but they tend to isolate themselves due to the fear of being hurt. That's what I do. I stay isolated. They can be very loyal to their closest friends and people they care about. Respect and recognition are important to them. That's right. I'm about that. You got to give respect, in my opinion. Encouragement and praise are great for motivating them, even if they do not show such a need. Accomplishments in the life of a Capricorn are attained through steady progress rather than speculation. Risk taking or getting rich quick schemes, they have strong self discipline and nothing gets them out of their way once their course is decided. They will probably give up many pleasures in life to achieve their goals because hard work invigorates them. Many are savers. Savers are like to collect things. They arbor waste, pack rats. So they also do not like to waste time on small talk or fruit up. That's right. That old nonsense. I ain't got time for that shit. If you ain't a lot, if you ain't talking about nothing informative, I don't want to hear it. They usually only like to talk when they have something useful to say and they can contribute to the conversation in a meaningful way. They can be quite creative too and have a lot of patience, which is good, as many of their plans can suffer from delays, setbacks, and obstacles. Valuable lessons from their ruling planet Saturn. This teaches them to be obedient. It can help them to strive for spiritual realization instead of just material satisfaction. For them, work is therapeutic and it's probably the best medicine for anything that bothers them. That's right. I feel good when I'm on here talking, when I'm on here doing something. I feel good when I'm working toward my goal. That's why I work so hard, trying to build up my channel because I have a goal and I'm striving to get to that goal. They may be prone to overwork. It is difficult for Capricorns to fully relax. He is happiest when he is busy and productive. See, I can't make that shit up. I'm just reading it. I just got this app last night. I'm just reading this now. Even in his spare time, most Capricorns are thoughtful, reserved, and very sensitive. Even though they may not look like that, their own personal sufferings help them to identify with the sufferings of others. That's right. Increasing empathy, because I'm an empath. In love, Capricorns are as romantic and emotional as anyone else, but sometimes they feel inhibited, feeling greater difficulty in expressing their emotions. They are cautious when committing themselves. That's right. One thing about a Capricorn, we don't love easy, but when we love hard, baby. Believe that. We look, as long as you love us the way we love you, you treat us the way we treat you, we will be faithful to you to the end because we believe in that. That's one thing we believe in because we believe in family. We believe in that structure. But sometimes they feel inhibited, feeling greater difficulty in expressing their emotions. They are cautious when committing to others until they know that the possible partner's qualities and lifestyle are compatible with theirs. Once in a more serious relationship, they rarely want to separate. You know what I'm talking about? Because they feel that any problem can be solved if there is commitment in dialogue. A good piece of advice for Capricorns is to always remember to help people along the way as they climb the ladder of success. Because whoever gives to the poor helps God. That's right. Because that's what I do. I give to a lot of people. I don't say nothing about it because I ain't nothing to brag about it. But yeah, I do. I do. Because when you do good, you get good. Remember that. You reap what you sow. I say. How to become a better Capricorn? Well, there's a lot here to read. Let me see how much more I got to read on here. I'll come back later on. I know I stopped there here. How to become a better Capricorn? I'll come back later and finish up some more. I've been here on over an hour. Y'all know it ain't gonna be too much long, maybe 30 minutes or so. I'll be back. But how to become a better Capricorn? Be more confident. Do not overwork. Do not worry too much. Be less authoritarian. Be less suspicious. Do not get on your own case so much. And I'll come back later on and finish this because there's a lot I got. So, but I can't do it all in one day, no way. But I'm gonna come back and read some more about this. I'll be back to what to expect from a Capricorn man and what to expect from a Capricorn woman. I'll come back and do that later on after a while. Then I can come back and I can give you a little bit on my rising sign and everything because it breaks down all my chart, the major aspects of my chart. It gives me like my the major ruling planets and stuff, the major signs and positions that I really need to watch, which I do. Because when you have highly aspected signs, because see, like I have Aquarius Mercury, and Mercury is the planet of communication. It rules communication. I'm a grand trine in the air because I have Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. I'm a grand trine in fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. That's why I have more fire and air in my chart than anything. That's why my birth chart says I'm an enigma because of I'm tell you something. I don't have tarot readers told me they told me my birth chart so goddamn fire. It's a damn shame. I got a unique birth chart, very unique. I'm a unique person. I'm a very special person. My love, this is your girl Empress Goddess, the Georgia Peach. This has been Empress Goddess Presents All Things Capricorn. If you like my content, please hit that subscribe button. Give me a like. Leave a comment down in the box below. Share, I say. And as always, my dear ones, as above, so below. As within, so without.